Hi, Anti-Society! Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out episode 20 of Spy Family, and we had, I think, a little bit of an insight into Damien in the last episode of him being a little bit kinder, a little bit more potential to be this kind and empathetic person to those around him when we saw the way that he was trying to help out a classmate who was supposedly leaving, and they weren't going to see him anymore, and trying to ensure that this classmate's last day at the school was as enjoyable as possible. So I feel like it's a little bit of a glimmer at the end of the tunnel for what Damien could be if he wasn't constantly thinking about like his family name and what his family name represents. And then we also got a little side adventure with Yor trying to get Anya her gym clothes, though it wasn't quite successful, I guess, in that Anya didn't need them, but she did get to go to lunch with Lloyd. So I think that overall it was a good day. You know, it was a win all around. But it looks like in this episode we're going to see Detective Anya in some way. She's a very iconic Sherlock Holmes outfit in the preview, so maybe we'll get a Anya Lloyd little side kind of adventure thing, like when they saved that boy from drowning, where it was kind of like they're both trying to work on a problem together but also keep secrets from each other. We'll have to find out. I'm sure it'll be a fun time all around, so let's get into the episode. In 3, 2, 1, go. I like that we're getting some into the spy stuff like immediately, where it's like, here's a recap of what's been going on with all the spy stuff. We kind of took a break. We're doing lots of slice of life stuff, so it looks like we might be back to like spy mission mode. You know, world peace and all of that. I love that we get like the recap stuff. I love all of the cheesy spy thriller stuff. But wasn't the last episode maybe that we were watching, or the one before, where I was like, we've spent a lot of time with kind of slice of life, a bit of a break from the action fast-paced stuff that we had at like the beginning of this part, where it was like that for multiple episodes, where I was kind of shocked of how we immediately launched into all of the like spy thriller stuff with like the terrorists and that kind of a thing, and then we took a long break from it, and I was like, I miss the spy stuff. Not that I don't love seeing just the characters being together in this cute world, but I miss the spies. I want the action. It looks like that maybe that's what we're getting in this one. I thought maybe it would just be like a fun side story, um, where Anya wants to be a detective, but maybe it's more wrapped up in, you know, Twilight's mission and stuff. You know, he's gonna be Twilight in this episode as opposed to like Lloyd Forger, stressed dad. I'm still. When are we gonna get an Anya backstory? Because we kind of learned a little bit about it when she was first introduced, but we've never like fully gone back to it. Because we know it's kind of wrapped up with Bond and that kind of thing too. Okay, we're investigating the General Hospital. Ah, okay, so it's like take your kid to work day. I could never do that. My parents' workplaces were too dangerous for me to go. Like, as you can interview me, of course. A very elegant profession. Oh, I'm surprised her friend didn't want to ask Anya's dad. Uh, the safer one, maybe? I mean, you kind of showed some of your skills when you were teaching self-defense. I like how she's just like still like her bubbly self, but she's talking about like murder. Anya's face. Oh, I'm so happy we're getting a Yod assassin moment, even if it's just like in her head. Oh, I love the like color, like blur behind her. Like the motion blur has the different color. Look at her go. The censorship. I mean, tomato festival. Yeah, he'll buy that. She definitely wants to be a spy though for a day. Sure. Did we? Was that actual words? I think we just got it. What a dad move to just like understand the gibberish that a child tells you. I like this music. Mm. Take notes. I like that she's taking notes though. See, she'd be great at studying if she was interested in the subjects at school. I don't think we've seen like Dr. Lloyd at this point, have we? We've seen Spy, we've seen like hints of him being a doctor, but we haven't like fully seen him like in his element of being a doctor. Oh, oh. I totally believe that this is like true. Like, is it secondary to like the mission? Yes, but I think he legitimately wants to help people, especially like he said, like people dealing with the aftermath of being in war and stuff. I saw this coming. Everyone just be like, "Oh, look how cute she is." Was there someone walking away? I'm like suspicious now. I agree that it's like a protocol where he's like, I must be social and make connections. He probably doesn't want to be social, but he needs to fit in. Yeah, he probably would be really good at this with his spy skills. Like, do you want to take a psychological test? I can't believe he's a doctor as a side job. Like, how much work does it take to be a doctor? And then he's just like, my side job. I was gonna say, is there a secret passage behind the bookshelf? Because classic. Imagine the kind of damage she can do in 10 minutes. Okay, so the girl with the bob is also undercover. It would be really handy to have like your assistant also be an undercover spy because then they could like tell people an excuse of where you are and reschedule things for you. Dang, she found that quick. Look at her go. Lloyd is definitely gonna panic when he sees that the passage is open. I wonder if that's important. We have like people seeing ghosts, if that's gonna come back plot wise. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. How does Lloyd fit into such a cramped space then? If it's cramped for Anya, how does he function in that closed space? This might be the only relevant time we talk about ghosts for the joke. Ooh, she left and came back without anyone being the wiser. It's pretty good though. I think she has the makings of a spy. Not great at the whole lying and being cool under pressure, though. I bet it's not going to be what you think. Oh, I like how he's instantly worried. It's sweet. Oh, no, you're not a failure. I bet it's gibberish to him. That would have been me. Apparently, my mom used to make like she had like her own dictionary to figure out what my writing meant because it was like a secret code because I would just like write things that only I understood. But then I'd ask her to read stuff. I like the callback. I like the callback from Yod. I hated having to read reports in class. Oh, he said it was elegant though. That's good. Top marks. Targets. It's like the way that the words that she's choosing are not the best. Oh no. Oh, poor Lloyd. You had to like fix the misunderstanding. Mm-hmm. How does she pass like tests and stuff at school if her writing is that bad to decipher? She's so cute. Oh, How are you gonna make sure it gets to the right person? I think she's just giving random people the secret code. I wonder if it actually says like anything if you crack the code. Are we giving one to Damien too? Make it a challenge. He's gonna want to do it though. I feel like if it's a challenge, he's gonna prove that he can. I wonder if she's trying to get everyone to like, yeah, or like to get everyone to like meet at the same place. We're gonna blow this out of proportion, aren't we? Yeah. Yes, that's what happened. That's the only logical explanation. Oh, oh, he deciphered it though. Oh no. Oh no. Is she not gonna wake up? Is she gonna miss it? Oh. Did no one else crack the code? Oh, you're just gonna leave us hanging? It was cute though, that she was like, oh, I'm gonna make a secret code. I mean, like, I had awful writing too, that it was kind of a secret code, but it was unintentional. And I was always writing things too because I wanted to like write books and stuff. So as I was writing stuff and like giving it to my mom, she was like, I don't know how to read this. I really liked getting to see like Lloyd in his like normal work environment and what he's like there because it's different than being like Twilight spy mode and it's different from being like a dad. It's like a different professional mode. And I liked the like pretend version of Yod taking Anya with her on her work. uh, my face hurts from smiling. We didn't get as much like spy stuff as I was expecting, like of the main mission. Ooh, we're gonna learn more about her. Is like one of the agents. Uh-oh, jealousy. I was wondering just before we got the preview, because we had that recap at the beginning of the episode that was like, here's the main mission and like why it's important and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that probably means that we're going to be getting into more stuff that's about the main mission, especially since we're getting closer and closer to like the end of this part, that we're probably going to loop back to some of like the major plot points of the series. But then we didn't really get that, but I was like, okay, maybe it's like we're setting up stuff. And now we're seeing this woman that assists Lloyd at work, who is also an agent, is like working with him. It seems like maybe she's going to be a bit more of the focal point of the next episode, at least like the next part, because it's usually there's like two parts in the episodes. There's like the main one, and then there's like kind of like a mini story at the end. So I feel like maybe that was kind of the setup, is like, here's this new character. There's probably some other little details in there of things that are going to be more important later on, especially with like some of the things that like Lloyd is talking about, some of the missions and things that he has to work on. Usually there's little hints of like what he's focusing on, especially with the whole idea of him working with people who have been in war and are soldiers and that kind of a thing. I wonder if that is gonna come back into the plot in some way, like he's going to interact with someone who has important information or tells him something that's going to be like relevant later on. I don't know, just speculation that we probably are getting more hints of stuff that's going to come than I might think. But it looks like maybe Yoda isn't quite sure what to do with this person that Lloyd works with, that she's probably, I don't know if it'll be jealousy in the like simple fact of like there being some other woman in her life, because I feel like that's too simplistic, especially for like Yoda and how she feels. I wonder if it'll be more jealousy of like feeling like this person is more capable than she is, because we know that she has a lot of insecurities about her being a mom, being a good wife, being someone who can be helpful in the household and to this mission and stuff like that. So it could be that she just feels like this other woman is like more useful or more able to help Lloyd, and that's where her jealousy is stemming from, because I feel like that is like the core insecurity of Yoda's character, is like she never feels like she's doing enough. So I think that might be more where it's leading. But my face hurts from smiling. Lots of really cute moments. I noticed that in the last episode we didn't really spend a lot of time with like Anya, because we were focused more on like her classmate, and then it was more about like Yod and her trying to get to Anya, as opposed to like us actually spending time with Anya, which she seems to be kind of like the focal point of a lot of the series, at least where we're at. And I miss just her cuteness in general, just her little adventures that she goes on. Everything is so chaotic with her, so it was a lot of fun as always, and I hope that you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this place to go and see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post a Spy Family reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!